From traveling around the world, to getting my own apartment, from endless climbing and canyoneering adventures, and even dyeing my hair pink. 2023 was quite literally the best year of my life. 2023 was crazy, it was busy, and it was a lot of fun. And I thought I'd take this chance to document it. So let's start with the traveling. So I had two really big travels this year, one of them being Bali. It was July, I was out there for a month by myself, and it was nuts, it was crazy. It was one of the best experiences of my life for good reason, because it taught me a lot. It was super peaceful, you know, different culture, different country, you know, a lot of different things going on, but it was still very comfortable. Some of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my life. Some of these sunsets were gorgeous. You're walking along the beach, the water is reflecting the light off of the sand. Like, I don't even know how to describe it really.
You wanna talk about golden hour? You wanna talk about prime lighting? This is it. This is it. It's so cool.
One of the most beautiful scenes I've ever seen in my life. We hiked a volcano while we were there.
It is 2 in the morning and I'm about to get picked up and go hike a mountain.
Well, we're at the top, everyone. The sun is out, I think. The sun!
We even stayed on a boat for a couple of days. They took us around, we went island hopping, did a bunch of different hikes. We went snorkeling and even ended up on Komodo Dragon Island. So it was a 3-day, 4-day excursion. It was just one of those experiences that was so different. You're on a boat, that was my first time on a boat. I had no idea if I was gonna get seasick. I didn't know what was going on, but it was an amazing experience. And that was the first time I had been out of the country for over a month. The last place I had been to was Nepal, and I was only there for I was there for about 28, 29, 30 days. Hiking in the Himalayas and exploring and doing all that stuff. So shout out Nepal, you can find that video on my channel. The question is, how do you go to a place like Bali and beat it? Well, the answer is Japan. Japan was stunning. Japan was amazing. By far the best country I've ever been to.
Hey, we're doing good today.
It was beautiful. It was clean. The technology is better than ours. Like, it's amazing. The people, really nice. Some of the scenes we saw, some of the attractions that we did, 10 out of 10 experiences. But the whole purpose of going to Japan was to finish my favorite anime, as you can see on my shirt, Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan has been my favorite anime forever, and it was ending in November. So I had the bright idea of inviting Trevor. We finished Attack on Titan in Japan in this cute little, I don't even know what they're called. Is it a ryokan? Something like that. This cute little hotel, it looked nice and traditional. They had the beds on the floor. They gave us kimonos to wear, and we got snacks, and we finished Attack on Titan in Japan. One of the best experiences of my life. It was so fun. It was so cool to wrap up that story in the country that it's from. I also got my own apartment this year. Because I know I talk about how extroverted I am, but I really do like living by myself. And so to be able to get my own apartment, to move in, to set it up how I want it, to have my peace, to have my freedom, that was very important to me. And let's be honest, I was 25, I was a little too old to be having roommates. All I have to say is it is the perfect bachelor pad. It balances efficiency and beauty very well.
Get Morgan's
Smaller
first.
than I expected.
Oh my gosh.
Bed frame, green flag.
Got him. What can I say?
Another green flag.
I'm a walking green flag. What can I say? What can I say?
Or so it is in my head. Some of the coolest things that I did last year revolve around climbing and canyoneering. One of the biggest adventures we did this year was Heaps Canyon. Is one of the most dangerous, beautiful, exciting, adventurous canyons that you can find in that national park. Probably in the world, honestly. I don't know if that's a true statement. Don't quote me on that. But it was an amazing adventure. We took all of this gear, going through canyons, jumping into potholes, trying to climb out, using logs and trees and rocks as leverage to rappel down, swimming across canyons, and then we make it to the end.
Sophie, we did it. The final rappel. I'm exhausted.
Swimming for miles. Like
For miles.
miles swimming through a narrow little canyon. Talk about claustrophobia.
It was free hanging, it was over this pool, it led to a nice hiking trail. It was one of the best rappels I've ever done in my life. And what was cool is that rappel happened after the whole canyon. So it's the very last thing you do. It's really intense, it's really exciting, and a really good like capping point for this canyon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. All 6 members safe. That took us what, 2 hours?
About 2 years ago, I injured my fingers climbing, and so I'm finally recovered from that. So this year, I was able to go out, do a ton of climbing. We're finally getting back into climbing shape. I'm really excited for what 2024 holds because I'm able to climb at full strength now. And so we're building up the strength again, we're building up the tendons, the technique, you know, everything that goes into climbing, I'm able to develop again, get it back to where it was, and hopefully we got some really fun videos for you guys coming out this year. And I couldn't possibly talk to you guys about last year without talking to you about my pink hair.
Hello, everyone. If you've ever asked yourself, Chris, I really want to go off a rappel. I want to get filmed by a drone. I want to be with some great people. There's only 2 things you got to do. 1, swipe up and say, Chris, I want to go. And subscribe to my YouTube, and the link's going to be right here. But literally, I will take anyone. So swipe up.
As you guys know, I'm very spontaneous. I will wake up one day and just decide to dye my hair a different color. And so I did a number of colors, a number of styles this year. I think the goal this year is to grow out the hair. So I think we're gonna go afro, as you guys can see. We're gonna embrace the curls. I think we're gonna go for a little Greek look. So I'm even growing out the chest hair. I already know, it's too much. But that's the goal. We're gonna grow out the hair, we're gonna see what that looks like, and go from there. One of the biggest things that I got from 2023 was the knowledge that you can live your dream life. Like you can quite literally achieve what your dream is. For the longest time, I've wanted to travel, I've wanted to be free, I wanted to just explore and experience and do all these things. But I always thought you have to have millions of dollars, you have to be just chilling financially to be able to do it. And that's not the case. And that was one of the biggest takeaways for me, was that I can live my dream life. And that's a crazy thing to realize, that the thing that I want most out of my life, I can do it. Another thing that I learned from 2023 is to just be yourself. Be yourself unapologetically, because trying to conform to what everyone thinks about you, what everyone thinks in general, is so draining and it's so limiting. But I really think embracing who you are and trying to become a better version of yourself is the best thing you can do. Last year, I definitely tried to improve in all areas of my life. I feel like I did, which helped in chasing my dream life. Because if I'm a better, communicator, if I have more charisma, better personality, et cetera, it helps in networking, helps in meeting people. You can go to Bali for a month and you can make, friends within a day or two. Like I was literally making friends hours after I got off the plane. But 2023 really came down to one thing, and that was having fun. Because honestly, I just want to have fun. I really do. I'm just a 12-year-old in a 26-year-old body. I just want to have fun. I just want to explore. And I had a ton of fun. And this year, I want to have more fun than last year. And the next year, more fun than this year. And the next year. And so that's the goal. Going into 2024, there's a lot I want to do. There's a lot of fun that I want to have. And you guys are along for the ride. And so thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. 2024 is going to be even better than this one. So I had been wanting to make this video for a while now, for a couple weeks at least. And I didn't know exactly how I was gonna do it. And then Logan Paul posted his 2023 in review video. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try and match it as best as I can because it was done really well. I thought it would push me as a creator. So this is my 2023 in review.